In this video, I'm going to share beautiful East Sacramento, which is about 10 minutes east of downtown Sacramento. I'm going to share home prices, rental prices, things to do, attractions, and also stick to the end of the video because I'm going to share my pros and cons of East Sacramento. This is video 5 of my 5-part video series I'll be doing about my favorite areas close to downtown Sacramento. So if you missed the first 4 videos, I'll leave a link in the description below. All right, let's go ahead and dive in the video. The boundaries of East Sacramento are Elvis to the north and east, Highway 50 to the south, and then Business 80 just to the west. What people love about East Sacramento obviously would be McKinley Park here in the background, but also the bikeability and the walkability of East Sacramento. The whole area is completely flat, so it's very easy to get around. It's also on a grid system like Midtown Sacramento. A lot of people also like the tree-lined streets, the beautiful houses in the area, as well as the fabulous 40s, which we'll be visiting next. In addition, there's a ton of restaurant options, and I'll go over those here later in the video. Now I'm in the fabulous 40s in East Sacramento, and this is a neighborhood that's really known for the beautiful tree-lined streets, large lots, and large homes. And you might recognize the house here in the background. That was filmed and featured in the movie Lady Bird, along with other areas in East Sacramento. There are a ton of restaurant options in East Sacramento, and number one has to be Crew, which is an amazing place to grab sushi if you like sushi. It's by far my favorite restaurant, as well as my wife's. There's also Cannon, which just was recently awarded the Michelin Guide Bib Gourmand Award, which is an award for good value. So congrats to Cannon. In addition, I'd recommend Mimosa House and Orphan for brunch. And there's a bunch of other restaurants in East Sacramento that I didn't name. There's a whole bunch of great restaurants to take a look at. There's some great grocery stores in the area as well. So Cordy Brothers has been around for about 70 years. They're really known for their butcher and wine selection. And then also there's, of course, a favorite, Trader Joe's. All right, let's discuss school rankings here in the area, and then I'll go over my pros and cons and things to do in East Sacramento. So if you look at greatschools.org, the elementary school and middle school is ranked anywhere between 6 and 8 stars out of 10, but the high school is ranked 1 out of 10 stars. So some families here in the area take their kids to private school once they reach high school age, or move to a different area where they can attend a higher ranked school. Let's talk about fun things to do in East Sacramento. And behind me is East Portal Park. And every Saturday in June, they have a free concert series called Pops in the Park. If you're here in the summer, definitely take a look at that. Another fun thing to do is visit beautiful McKinley Park, and that's where I'm at right now. They have this beautiful pond in the background, lots of birds there. They also have a large kids play structure that's fairly new, basketball court. They also have a very large swimming pool here as well. And then also, if you're into running and walking, they have a 1-mile loop around the park as well. Also, be sure to check out the Rose Garden in the spring and summertime. That's absolutely a beautiful place to go walk around. If you're here during Thanksgiving Day, there's Run to Feed the Hungry, which is a 5K or 10K race that starts right in front of Sac State, or California State University, Sacramento. And there's tens of thousands of people that do this race. Great way to get some exercise in before you eat a lot of turkey. If you like hiking, jogging, or riding your bike, definitely hop on to the American River Bike Trail, and that is located next to the American River. In addition, you can go grab a bite to eat or a drink at one of the many restaurants in the East Sacramento area. Let's talk about the pros and cons of East Sacramento. And first, the pros. The pros obviously would be the beautiful tree-lined streets that I showed you here in this video, as well as the bikeability and walkability of this area. Because it's so flat, it's very easy to get around. On top of that, there's a ton of restaurant options, which I just discussed. And also, East Sacramento has a really strong community feel. So people that live in East Sacramento are very proud to live here. In addition, we're very close to downtown Sacramento. Depending on where you are in East Sacramento, it's about a 10-minute drive to downtown. So if you work there, it's a very easy drive. And then lastly, McKinley Park, which is definitely my favorite park of all of Sacramento. It's a beautiful park if you want to go take the kids there or go for a walk or a jog. Let's talk about the cons of East Sacramento. And honestly, it took me a long time to figure out some cons of the area because this area has so much to offer. So number one would be the lot sizes. The lot sizes in East Sacramento tend to be around 1/10 of an acre. So if you want a 1/4 of an acre or a larger lot than that, then it's going to be really challenging to find a house in this area. So you may want to look at Arden Park, for example, where the average lot size is about 1/4 acre or larger. Another con of the area, which really depends on where you live, on the eastern edge of East Sacramento, right up against Elvis Avenue, there's a railroad track there that's raised. So if you live in that area, expect to hear train noise. And if you're really close to it, then your house may shake when the train goes by. I hear from people that they get really used to this and actually really like it, but it really depends on what your tastes are. And the last con that I could come up with would be just the high school ranking. Since it's rated a 1 out of 10, obviously that would be a con of the area if you have kids of that age. And that is East Sacramento. If you want to view my other videos about my 5 favorite areas close to downtown Sacramento, you can view those up here. You also can look at my video playlist about living in Sacramento, and I have those up here for you. Please browse the channel and subscribe. You also can follow me on Instagram. I'm Sacramento Realtor. Hope you have an awesome day and look forward to seeing you on the next video.